How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just here to tell you that Austin Hill is the best plate racer of all time. I don't want to hear nothing about the A. Cardell Jr. I don't want to hear nothing about the guy that took 20 years and 7 scores to win in 1998. I don't care about none of that. Smoking, Xfinity car. Austin Hill is the best plate racer to ever walk the face of the earth, and that man's not even 32 yet.
There we go. Welcome to turn 2. I'm Blake, and that is Levi. That is a hot take to open the
Ain't a hot take
show.
because that man dominated. He dominated that race like when Jeffrey Earnhardt dominated the Talladega race with the made-up car, Larry Mack. And to this day, who won that race?
Well, Noah Gregson won that race.
Yes, but only you know that because you're a Noah Gregson fan. Go ask some random NASCAR fan. They go, oh, yeah. Oh, Jeffrey Earnhardt didn't win that race? Wait a minute. He didn't? That man was out there drafted with nobody, just riding around.
He had America's crew chief out there.
Yeah. 2311 and front row's arch nemesis. He should have presented them the Daytona 500 trophy. That's what he should have did.
I really thought you were going to open up with a 2311 take.
No. When you're great, you shouldn't be surprised about greatness.
Fair enough.
What did your favorite head ball coach say? I ain't talking about Kirby. Act like you've been there before. This ain't no whatever that team that Kurt Busch is driving for, the McDonald's colors. This is MJ, King of North Carolina. I mean, you want to talk about the King of North Carolina? Pick any NASCAR owner or driver in North Carolina, and are they better than Michael Jordan?
And what? Better than Michael
in
Jordan?
In their field. Who is more widely known? MJ in North Carolina or Rick Hendrick? I know everyone in North Carolina owns a car that was bought from Hendrick Motors. Hendrick Cars.com. It don't matter. MJ. Wherever he goes, they know.
So what you're saying is he's taking over NASCAR.
Yep, I mean, that was the best investment he ever did, was selling the Charlotte Hornets, formerly known as the Charlotte Bobcats, and investing into 2311. You remember the Charlotte Hornets or Bobcats making the playoffs?
No.
Look at that investment. Sold it for $6 billion.
Look at that. Well, that paid off. It is paying off.
Now, it's one thing that can happen for it to truly pay off. Nothing against one of them. Now, yeah, are we going to get into that real quick? Why don't we just open off with that topic since there was a lot of confusion real quick. I'm spending a little bit about it. When you were up in arms and your brethren's friend was up in arms about slandering GOAT. And Tyler Reddick came on Stephen A. Smith YouTube show and said he did nothing wrong with my son. And he was literally getting the ice cubes out of his back.
I agree.
I ain't talking about you, but I was saying now, look, if it was cold turkey, some people thought that it was that would be nasty if that must have been off the Hennessy if that was what's happening, because wake of where we're living in, Tyler Ray was like, he did nothing wrong to my son. Now, if he wasn't Michael Jordan, if he was like Bob Sellers, who was with the PR team, how do you think everyone would react?
Probably the same.
How would you react if you just won a race and that was your son, Dale? No, better yet, how would the person that you live with react if that was a random person? My point exactly. It's Michael Jordan. That would be so weird to win a Daytona 500 after that. Then scandal. Michael
So
Jordan
I
fondles.
can't. I gotta. I'm gonna have to roast myself real quick just to change the subject. So I bought this hoodie I'm wearing. It's a hoodie. It
I
totally
thought you were
looks.
sitting there in the full fire. So I'm like, how did you
It
go in there and get it
totally
tailored?
totally looks like I'm wearing a fire suit right now. I
Where
did
would
not
you go with
know
that
it
hoodie?
had
It
all
looks
the.
like a fire.
I did not know it had all this on it. I thought it just had the bourbon Rebel Bourbon logo on
The
it.
fact that I had shades on when you popped on the screen, I thought you like. I know his wife was in the house with a fire suit as well. Who was he? Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, I'm full on
It
fire
was the
suit right
size of it
now.
that was confusing me. Like, did he get it? Did he order it from Amazon? He got lucky and it was the right size. I was like, he might as well show up with the helmet.
I can't stop looking at it.
It from my angle, it looks like a fire suit.
It does.
You should have just had the gloves on too.
I don't know if I'm wearing this weekend.
Because if it was the fire suit, I would say he definitely has his wife. Hey, is it good in the back?
If I had the full fire suit, you think I'd be the fuel man? You think people would be like, "Oh, he's on the team"?
No, they probably would have thought it was a tire changer.
All right. Well, let's get into it. Daytona. We had not really a lot of controversy. Kind of a smooth weekend, I guess. Nothing. All the races finished under the green flag. No green white checker. No caution. Oh, who was ahead of who? You good over there? Are you having some technical difficulties?
No. I was.
there he is.
I had it off.
Oh, okay.
My pet dog Rufus was talking.
You got a dog? Oh, all right.
It's Shih Tzu mixed with Bull Mastiff.
I got a lot of questions with that. I got a lot of questions with that one. Who was doing the screw?
Female Bull Mastiff.
Wow, with some Shih Tzu in it, huh?
What do you think the dog looks like?
A chupacabra? I don't know.
No, I just made that up, but it's like your dog mixed. It's like your dog mixed with a wiener dog. What does that look like? That's annoying.
Yes.
Like you look at your dog, why are you so long? Pause. But go ahead.
Anyways, every race finished under green flag. No random cautions at the end. Oh, who was ahead of who? Everything kind of ran.
I think NASCAR did. They made a point because remember, in the last year, they fired their leading race director. So normally they would have called a caution because as soon as that caution came out, I thought Ricky Stenhouse was going to win. But I think they're taking it back. Race to the finish. And any other year, when would they do that? They're wrecking on the front stretch, just spinning, hitting walls.
I saw it in person last year with the Atlanta finish, the first Atlanta finish, where they were 3 wide. Some car got sideways and they instantly threw it. They didn't even let them race back.
What was that one with Indianapolis where a car barely got sideways and he corrected a caution? I don't know if it was Xfinity. It was like a.
Well, it definitely wasn't the Austin Hill wrecking that.
No, it wasn't. His tire. He just cut a tire. Lost power steering.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think he's in his Kyle Busch era.
Austin Hill?
Kyle Busch got suspended. People didn't like him, but you know who was riding that Kyle Busch bandwagon? Driving the bus? You was. Now look, there's someone like you that's doing it for Austin Hill.
I know, and I'm going to the races with him this week.
Now, imagine if Austin Hill was in the Cup Series, winning how he wins.
Well, he wouldn't.
No, I'm saying if he was winning how he was winning Xfinity Series and the issues happen in the Cup Series, that would be the personality that would actually transcend the Cup Series.
Probably.
Because who's the villain in the Cup Series?
Denny or Joey
And
or Bubba.
we can't say Carson Hocevar because the way Ware checked him after the race and what he was saying, and Carson Hocevar looked, he had flashbacks like he saw a taller version of Ricky Stenhouse that was 6'5". The words that he said to him, imagine if Ricky Stenhouse was 6'5" and he was confronting. First of all, are you letting another person at your job come to your truck and stick his head in your truck like Ricky Stenhouse did to Carson Hocevar?
No.
That
No.
he's got to use his height to his advantage.
Maybe he doesn't. He just doesn't know how.
He needs to have a Barry Bonds summer, if you know what I mean. All season. Coming back 6'5", 260, muscle, padded.
Needs to call Uncle Dana and get him some lessons.
Who is more wiry, him or Jalen Turner?
Oh.
But anyway, I think we want to touch on the ARCA series. I mean, to be honest, I don't think no one really cares about the ARCA series, minus 2 people that were in a race, but let's tackle that.
Okay. What you got?
Well, I mean, you're a fan of him, so I'll let you lead it because I knew you were pausing life to go watch him race. I was actually watching from his YouTube live stream.
Okay, see, that's a little bit different. I didn't do that.
Yeah, so I was he was excited when they were opening up, and a lot of people were playing him off. But you go. I want to hear from your perspective.
Okay. How about do we back it up to the truck race, or are we gonna hit ARCA first? Because truck race was
ARCA.
first. Okay.
ARCA because it won't take long.
Okay, ARCA. I'll be honest, I don't even know who won, but I watched it because of Cletus. I thought he did good. He qualified.
How do you say his name? Ruggiero?
Gio Rashiro?
Yeah, he won ARCA race.
Which he's like the only one out there. But Cletus did okay. He did all right. He didn't wreck it.
Yeah, the last restart, he got a lap down, but it wasn't by any of his doing. There was a lot of cautions because every time it would take about a lap and a half, well, majority of the lap for them to get up to speed, and then the spotters were on a radio will come in and say, "Oh, we're gonna get behind this guy. He's gonna make a run and go to the other, the outside. Don't. That's a quote. That's a weapon right there. Don't even bother with that car." And as soon as the green flag would drop, the people that they had negotiated to work with each other, they didn't work with them. What was it, the 88, 89? I think it was 88 or 89. He made a run. I think he picked up like 7 on the last lap, so to finish 11th. So, you know
who that was, don't you? The number 89.
Enlighten me. Morgan Chef?
Nope, Bobby Earnhardt. He was pushing Bobby Earnhardt.
He was doing it for not Dale, but for Bobby. But yeah, honestly, if that last run would have got 6 laps, he could have got a top 5 the way they were maneuvering because we've seen ARCA races live. I mean, it's sectors of it. It's the people who have the top money in there. It's the people that are like, they're good, but they can't win. Third, it's like, and fourth is your wife on the highway with a Yeti.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I mean,
I'm just going to say this. I don't know how, without saying anything, I don't know how that person got in that car. I ain't talking about skill wise. I don't know how circumference or radius. Like, what was the test? The seat testing.
You think they had to take some weight out of the car?
Did they widen the windowsill? Is there like a limit for how wide it can be?
I don't know. But moving
Did she contact Jimmy Spencer?
Probably. Moving on. Truck race.
The truck race, honestly, I mean, what do you expect? It's trucks. They're racing.
Well, to be fair, I thought it was gonna be kind of a cluster, but they actually were driving.
Look at it. I mean, if you want to look at it from a person that's never seen a race before, The Cup Series race like they've already been paid. The trucks race like they haven't been paid yet, and they're trying to get paid at the end of the race.
Yeah.
Because you see all the moves. Every series has fuel saving, but some series hide it better than others.
Yes. Yes, they do. But the truck race, it was some heavy hitters in there. I was really excited for that race. I mean, we talked about him earlier. Cletus was in there. Travis Pastrana 199 was in there. We had a bunch of Cup regulars. Carson Hocevar, Ricky Stenhouse, John Hunter Nemechek, Michael McDowell was in there, and then the legend himself, the OG, Tony Stewart. And of course, like, none of them did anything. They all got beat.
I'll leave that for another one. But Tony Stewart was in the same situation as someone else, just a little bit closer, a couple of weekends closer, but he didn't do nothing wrong. I mean, people say,
no, he didn't.
He was just there. I mean, but it's like slaying the dragon who got lucky. It's
kind of crazy. This is the topic that's overshadowed the whole weekend. We can go ahead and get into it. I mean, it's been a really hot topic, actually, if you've been paying attention. Does Cletus belong? Does he deserve to be in a truck series race? That's the topic this week.
Well, with the other topic we haven't brought it yet, for part of the argument, I will lump both of them in together, and it's basically
we'll tie that in. I know where you're going.
To me, with this one on his end, it's to me it's a shot at NASCAR, because NASCAR has the worst development out of any motorsport. If you have the money, you have not even top talent, decent talent, or slightly below talent, you can get a ride. But think of Formula One, you have to do everything. You can have all the money in the world. Like Pato O'Ward, he gets paid $2 million to go to ride an F2. You can't move up quicker. You have to do the whole thing now, unless something tragic happens. Think of rally racing. You want to move someone up quick and to do the Isle of Man, you got to hit requirements. What's another sport? You can't leave college early, like, halfway through the season. They can go up. I think they're ready.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Jeremiah Smith should be in the NFL right now? Yes. NASCAR has, they don't have a good PR program when it comes to having big personalities come in. Because what does a typical answer look like for a Hendrick Motorsports driver after they win a race?
I'd like to thank Mr. H.
And just switch their name.
Yep.
I like to thank so-and-so. I like to thank Home Depot, Dick's Sporting Goods, and I just give a shout out back to my family in Talking Rock, Georgia, wherever that's at. I mean, it's just NASCAR doesn't know how to deal with big personalities that didn't make their name outside of NASCAR.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about Juan Pablo Montoya came over, he was all world quiet. Tony Stewart, he was the same. You get what I mean? So he was up in the top 5. They were fuel saving. It was an honest mistake. For someone to crash on that, like some people say, we thought he was going to crash in the first 6 laps, and look what happened. One, that's wishing that they were having a downfall. 2, saying that the person doesn't belong. Why don't you try to develop the driver versus saying that because saying that don't belong doesn't help? Obviously, he had, out of all the people in the truck race, your life is on the line. Where would he rank for him to drive the car vehicle to get you away, get you to safety? Where would he rank at?
He'd be in the top 10.
And that's just off of
what
driving. He does.
Yeah.
It's pure driving. I mean, right now, if you were to get the best equipment, spend 6 months training, do you know what it feels like to come off of turn 4 at Daytona, 3 wide, next to pit road?
Nope.
You know what it probably feels like? It's probably like the Heat games, trying to come off turn 4 and not touch the apron on pit road.
And we can loop that back into NASCAR and their approval process. Okay, yeah, he's done ARCA. He's done ARCA at Daytona, Talladega, I think Charlotte and Bristol, But to get approved for the truck, he went and tested at Rockingham. Yeah, that might teach you a little bit of truck control, but that's nothing compared to Daytona.
Do you think SVG should have had to do a year in Xfinity Series when it formerly Xfinity Series?
No, but I think he wanted to do that. I think that was more on him and Trackhouse.
If we take the wanting to do out, well, I guess what I was trying to say, what's the happy medium?
Did he refresh me, because you followed him big time before he came over. When he won that Chicago race, was that the first time he ever done a sanctioned NASCAR race? Did he do anything before that?
He tested at the not Coda, sorry, what's the Roval? He tested at the Roval, and then he did a lot of testing at was that VIR.
So he didn't do a sanctioned ARCA race or a truck race or nothing like that.
No, he just came into Coda after doing those two testing. Then after that, he did the ARCA race for Daytona.
But then again, he didn't have to prove anything because he was already he's a VA Supercar champion.
Now imagine them before he won telling him that he has to do a live test in the ARCA series before going to Dakota. Now imagine him telling that, but on the flip side, no one can go into, I guess that's when the super license comes into effect, because I think NASCAR and for the most part, the supercars, it doesn't come into play, because what did everyone talk about last year before he kind of killed the hype, Kyle Larson? He can do that. What did Kevin Harvick say? Kevin Harvick famously said, put him in the same car as Max Verstappen, and it would take him 1 or 2 laps to be on the same time. Because look, if I told you that Max Verstappen come in and I said, put him in Kyle Larson car in 2 laps to be matches time, what would you tell me?
No.
So look, I think it's super license, because what other series is openly taking drivers for a one-off? Can't do an F1. You can barely do it in supercars. IndyCar, I mean, I don't hear about it. So I think it's NASCAR seemed, well, without getting into it, NASCAR's borders are too wide open.
Yeah.
You can come in, jump in the top series. It should be open for the bottom series, but the Cup series should be held to a certain level with a certain exceptions, like SVG on the road course. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I'm gonna save them. Who are you betting the rest of your year's salary on at that San Diego race in June?
Oh, easy.
And if you wasn't going to choose him, it can be Connor Zillage.
Yeah, and if it's not them two, I mean, you might pick Larson. I mean,
and that's if his car is on a good day, or right then and there. So if that was the case, I can see why they let him come over, because I mean, he's overly qualified. I mean, he's more qualified than Cup drivers. But back to the Cletus point, I mean, his personality, he takes it seriously, but a lot of people are taking shots because he has, as they say, tic-tac followers, as someone said. I don't know if you heard that. I mean,
I heard it.
And because they race street stocks. I mean, honestly.
Before we get into this, did you see that other, we won't name names, but if you follow this show, the bigger man on this show, he doubled down today.
He doubled down on who and what?
He doubled down on the Cletus hate. He said, this is going to make y'all even more pissed off at me. And it's kind of stupid what he said, because this person should outperform him. He said, any given day, any given track, Cody Ware would outperform Cletus McFarland in ARCA Truck Xfinity Cup. And I'm like, well, yeah, he should. He's been doing it way longer.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, that's like saying taking your hot prospect Cars Tour driver or ARCA driver and saying that I don't want to use Cody Ware, or to use him. Riley Hurst will outperform me on anything. It's the levels of it, because you're a Cup Series driver. So that means that everyone is like that. If you want to be technical, then Riley Hurst should be better than Corey Haim.
Yeah.
I mean, the tears of it. At
Yeah.
any given day. So I mean, that means there's no such thing as a prospect.
Right.
First of all,
I read that and I was like, well, yeah, he should be.
if that's the case, for a small analogy, when Lewis Hamilton was with Mercedes and 17-year-old Kimi Antonelli came in and took a spot, everyone knows who's better. That's called a prospect.
Right.
So you want people to want to come into NASCAR versus NASCAR drivers to go out and ingratiate themselves with the sport. Someone who's ingratiating themselves in the sport and wants to do it they got a handful more races than you do doing it. Then you're going to take shots at them?
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case. So how old is Cletus? 30? 31?
He's our age.
So imagine you telling him, oh, you're not allowed to race at these big tracks. You treat him just like the 16-year-old. You would treat him just like Braxton. You're not old enough to do that.
Well, he it was kind of funny. He reposted it on his Facebook page. Cletus did.
Of what Big Man said?
Yes. And he said, well, get used to it. I'm here to stay. I'm like, okay, there we go.
First of all, if they said that to me, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And supposedly, I will just, sorry to interrupt. He did a whole weekend YouTube vlog of Daytona. And at the very end, he came on and was like, we have a big announcement this week. I don't know what it would be. I don't know. But it seemed like it was related to NASCAR. So he's probably got some more races.
So I'm trying to think. They know this more than I do because they're engulfed in the sport. So if we want to use Big Man for without saying his name, for the people who go for Butterbean, I guess he did 1 or 2 truck races, if I'm not mistaken. He was a car store guy on short tracks. Was he qualified to win the Daytona more than Cletus?
Or,
I mean,
let's talk about. Nobody's talked about this. I know we're staying on this subject for a minute, and not throwing shots at this guy, but Minnie Tyrell. He won the Ram thing. He's never been in a truck. He's never been in a truck. He wrecked too. Nobody's talking about him. He wrecked in ARCA too.
No. He's been in a truck. They probably did pit road practice, stopping and going.
Yeah, he did a little 25 lap heat race for the show.
And then I know the one thing I didn't like when I was watching Big Man talk to Mr. NASCAR, and don't even get me started on I'm here because my grandpa. No shots. You know how I feel about that person, but at the same time, I just forgot what I was about to say. No. Okay, here we go. I watched his post race interview, and he said that
behind, looking over my shoulder.
Yeah, thought it was Mark Martin at first. But when he said, Cletus, I'm referring to, oh, I didn't want to wreck 20 cars or 20 trucks, so I turned the other way. Him saying that, I believe him because, one, if you're going straight and you're losing it, just like if you're in a railroad drive car and you're losing it, you can kind of decide the other way to go before the car does it.
Right.
But then when Big Man said that he could have wrecked everyone in the field, I'm not going to put Cletus in the same department as like a 17-year-old in that situation where he didn't know what he was doing. Someone that has experience going straight with the rear of the car being loose and not knowing what to do with it in the V8. Yeah. He said that automatically. It isn't like they're treating him like he's a Mustang owner who just got the Mustang and went crowd surfing. I don't like them adding the what if, because for NASCAR fans out there, like, oh, what happened to Cletus? I don't really know about NASCAR, but I follow Cletus. And they hear that, they automatically assume that, one, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. That it adds extra fuel to the fire. Like the people today, you would not believe. It was a title, Bubba Wallace charges at his teammate Tyler Reddick for winning Daytona 500 out of jealousy, and people believed it.
I saw it. I saw that. and it looked like Michael Jordan was holding them back. I'm like, people fall for
There's
it.
someone that believes squirrels run the government that believes that.
I
You
saw
can probably
those,
guess 3 states that they're in.
and they all have the same profile picture too.
Yeah, they're probably. You want to name the states? West Virginia. I'm gonna say South Alabama's a different state than
Arkansas.
Hey, don't shoot on Arkansas. They have one of the world's best hotels.
That's all they got. All right, moving on. Done with the Cletus. It'll work out for him. It'll be fun if he wins Talladega this year. That'd be hilarious. But other than that, we'll move on real quick to the O'Reilly series. Not really a whole lot to talk about that. Good, clean race. Austin Hill had the craziest car known to man, could do whatever he wanted, and that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna say KE or KE. You know who that is. She was right. No one wanted to work with each other. They were all working. Yeah. It was a battle for second place.
Yeah, they would. Man, how many times did that high side? They'd get a run, and then 3 cars back, somebody's going higher. I'm like, what are we doing?
And I can't even get mad at Mr. Hill, not Tommy Hill, making a move on his own teammate. Go for it. I mean, you don't want to take it. It was no other aggressive drop.
Sheldon Creed. Jesse Love was doing the same thing.
Where did Sheldon Creed finish?
I don't know.
I think, does he have the record for most second place finishes?
Yes, I think he does.
So right now, if he finished second, that's a win. A second place finish is a win for him.
Yeah, hey, consistency.
Real quick, who's a better driver, him or Daniel Hemrick? Sheldon Creed gonna get you a second place finish. That's in his contract. Get 5 second place finishes. That's $500 bonus. But I did like Austin Hill taking the bow at the end of the race. It was similar to Kyle Busch. He was like, well, who do you think is going to win this race? Austin Hill. It's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
If it's not him, it's going to be RCR. RCR is going to take charge of the first 2 races. Anything after that,
you ain't going to see them the rest of the year until they get to Talladega.
Yeah, they take a little mid-season break. Where's Austin Hill? Like, he finished 13th. Next thing, they're going to rattle off 3 in a row. Yeah. Now, do you think he would have won the championship if he didn't have that incident with Eric Almirola? Would it have been his teammate?
I think it still would have been Jesse Love.
Well, I mean, someone else, I guess. Everyone wanted this other person to win, but he faltered. He had a Denny Hamlin moment.
He did. Speaking
overall,
of that same person had another big moment in the Sunday race.
It's part of the race, but real quick, going back to the opening, where do you put this version of Austin Hill at a plate track? Cause was that 11?
He's up there. I mean, you can't. He's
with
number
your life.
One. I'm sorry,
with your life on the line.
He's number 1.
Him or Dale Jr. in the Cup Series and Budweiser 8.
Oh, then
the mystery.
It's Dale Jr.
You sure?
Yes, it's Dale Jr.
I know everyone wanted to see Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the heyday of DEI if he didn't pass away, leading in that ghost lane up top. Just like, I don't know if you heard, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s wife, he said, we woke up, she said, you should run the 2027 Daytona 500. Just go out there and drive it.
I missed that. It's funny. Skylar, right before I got on, she was like, did you see where she wanted him? He told him he should run the Daytona 500. I was like, dang, I did not see
What number would he be in? And what team?
Would he run his own car? The 40?
I personally believe Budweiser would do a one-off. And somehow I can... the 88. It would have to be an 88.
You going to take Connor Zilic?
He can take that number because I don't know if he can take the 8. I believe they will work out a deal. What's another number what did his grandpa Ralph Earnhardt drive it? He can't take the 3.
He can go old school and he used to run the 31.
No. I know what it'd be. It would be a third car, not the 62 for RCR. I'll have a one-off.
Uh-oh. It's saying you're not recording anymore. Well, let's see if we can get him back here. A little bit of technical difficulties. Anyways, well, we'll go into the Daytona 500. Oh, here we go. Is he back? You back?
Yes. They would. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
They would do a one-off where Austin Dillon would not be able to drive the 3, and it would be a 3 Budweiser car. I can see it. But honestly, if you say you're not going to do something because you don't want to for your own reasons, but if your wife said, I think you should do it, would you give it more thought?
Yes.
As a fan, would you? If he came and asked you, he said, I'm going to put it in your hands. I'm going to be in a good ride. Would you want me to run a race next year? One off.
Yeah, why not?
You would?
Just ride in the back. They're all going to wreck.
Which one is more dangerous, when he was doing it or now? Oh, no. I know what he'll do. The 40 would be in the race as well, so we already have his teammate. And they would honestly believe, since he knows it's going to be a one-off, they were one wide open. Because what do they have to lose?
Oh, and he talked about that on his podcast. He's like, what's stopping us from running wide open? What's going to happen?
What, are you going to kill him in points? Nope.
Yeah.
If they did that, they would think of the strategy to where, okay, we can pit, we'll get back, but all we got to do is be there for the end of the race. All we're going to be doing is working on our... Honestly, you know what can help? What if they had the 2-car tandem with this fuel-saving era? Would that change it?
Don't even get me started on that two-car tandem.
Hey, can you save fuel like that? Can you be 3 ride with 2-car tandem? How did they even come up with that package?
I don't know. That was a weird time.
Wasn't that the car?
Moving on.
Yo, last scene. I think Austin Hill is up there. I know I had the hot take, but
yeah. No, he's up there. It's not even really a hot take.
I think if you, like we said, the trucks are racing like they were trying to earn it. And as Fanny guys, a lot of people out there were driving scared because they saw big Mr. Austin Hill driving. And I don't want him to treat me like Maya Snyder and punch me halfway across the track. Yeah. But, hey, shout out to him. Maybe he get the Cup Series when he's 45.
Maybe.
On to the next one.
All right. Moving on. Daytona 500.
I have a hot take for this one as well, because I saw you put something down there. It's not a hot take, but maybe we just have NASCAR.
Oh, I don't even know what I put, but was pretty tame at the beginning. They weren't really. I mean, I guess
someone did the rain dance, and it didn't work.
Yeah, they moved up the time. I mean, it did work. They got the race in.
Oh, I was saying it didn't work for whoever was wishing for rain to see the 2003 Daytona 500.
Yeah.
Stage racing hurts the 500.
I think so.
The fuel saving kind of kills it, because honestly, look at the fuel saving, and look how if you don't know their fuel savings, like, oh man, they're running full throttle, all controlled. But then when they were open wide with the throttle, you can see whose car was better. And then on top of that, the handling was way different. You couldn't make those aggressive moves. If you did, you got loose.
Yeah, they were on edge. Like, I mean, what was it like? I think it was around lap 6, 8, somewhere around there.
Exactly.
Kyle Busch almost did the same exact thing Cletus did.
Exactly. I mean, it was a lot of. I think the hot side was better.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's gonna let you know a lot about the 2.5 mile super speedways with Atlanta coming up, because that's honestly, people hated it, but that's actually how super speedway should be. Can you save fuel around Atlanta? No.
I mean, you're letting off a little bit in the corners.
You're not gonna be 40% throttle.
No.
Or you're gonna be like Denny Hamlin 2 years ago, right before the playoffs.
Oh yeah, just lag in the back.
Do you think it's more skill or position, or do you think it's waiting to the last lap and
Nah,
see who survives?
for
No,
Daytona.
Daytona.
For this car, I think it was waiting around surviving because you kind of halfway are going for it. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. We saw the Toyotas just decided to put a blockade up, which whatever. Hey, that's the strategy.
So,
but then they had the fuel cycle hit, and everything started shuffling around. That's when the wreck happened, and then they started going for it. That's when they started wrecking.
shout out to Mike McDowell. He was the only one out there riding around and didn't pit that took the lead. It's basically log laps, get seat time until the last two laps.
And I see a lot of people complaining about, oh, they're 3 wide saving fuel. Do we not remember when the Pied Piper number 8 Budweiser would get up to the top and they'd run single file for 100 laps?
I remember that would come on. It would go to dun 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 dun, and it's like 43 cars on the high side, and you're watching 400 laps with no pit.
They would pit. Well, they would pit, and then they'd go back to the high side.
You know what's crazy? Did you have manufacturer pit stops back then?
No.
You just pitted.
You just pitted, yeah.
I think they should bring back car to car radio.
So, all the boomers getting mad about the 3 wide fuel saving. I don't want to hear anything about the locomotive train going around the high side for 50 laps.
I'm gonna say, if I had to be honest, we take tandem out of it. Mid 2000s, Matt Kenseth heyday. Well, I say 2002 to 2010. I think that was the best plate racing. To me, when you're full throttle, I didn't mind the high side, because would you want the single foul or would you want the shuffling position with the 3 wide or 4 wide? Just anything to take the fuel saving out, because if you have the handling, because you know if those cars in the single foul would break out into like 2-pack, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I personally like I guess we can say Gen 6. So last gen, I felt like that car was really good at the super speed.
Where are you ranking that car as far as plate racing? This century.
Third.
He was ahead of it.
The Gen 4 is number 1. No, Gen 4 is number 1. And
who's number 2?
We'll go COT tandems.
What was that one where it's like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, and they were just all?
Oh yeah,
I gotta
Clint Boyer. And
was that the one where Carl Edwards finished the race on foot when he got wrecked by Brad Keselowski, who made a quote unquote, if I want to use Brad's statement, he did something stupid, just wrecked me out of nowhere. He wrecked cars out of nowhere. Just imagine if that car would have went into the stands, like stayed there.
Would have been bad. Would have been bad.
Would you have kept the part if it hit you as a souvenir?
Yeah.
But yeah, the race, to me, it wasn't a bad race. But if I had to point anything out of there that made me upset, it's going to be a broken horse all this year. I won't say his name, but for this driver, Allgaier, he messed his day up. Like Denny Hamlin said, Allgaier said he did 100%. It was his fault. I'm going to take 20 because you're supposed to make a move. Why did he do that? It took so many good cars out. I think even your dream, whatever one you're choosing this day, would have been up there.
He hesitated. I mean, he even. But I will say, Denny Hamlin had a hell of a run. They were wrecking regardless, I think.
Honestly, the wrecks always happen up front versus back.
It is. They say
And
they
shout out,
keep saying, "Oh, the front's the safest spot to be." But how many people we saw wrecking the lead? Carson Hocevar got wrecked in the lead on the last lap.
I knew it was gonna be. So I texted you. I knew someone was gonna blame. Was that Cody Ware? No, Cody Ware was running around the top 5 up there. Tommy France was like, "Oh my God, he was probably jumping up and down."
Or what about? I mean, not throwing shade at him, but Connor Zilic when he got up there, he got a little squirrely.
I'm gonna wait to save that. It was a little inside team thing that I noticed on the track that wasn't really working at the plate race. I'm gonna say that for later.
For the track house.
I don't give out names.
Oh, okay.
I don't give out names.
But then, I mean, we can just get right into it. I mean, we don't got to spend too much time. I know we're going a little long here, but they wreck. Final lap hits. Carson Hocevar gets booted into the wall. He goes spinning. They keep it green.
You seem like you were more mad at that. I know what you take. Who's the idiot that read? You wanted that man to win so bad.
When he took that lead, I was like, "Oh my!"
You want to take a shot and give your wife a kiss.
But they keep it green. I'm like, "Oh, okay, only a couple cars, whatever." And then who do you see up front going down the backstretch? That number 9. I'm like, "Oh, there's the perfect time for the caution to come out. This is it." I was just waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Do you know what your uncle would have said if that man would have won that race?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And for the city I'm visiting this Saturday, just by me purely, because where I need to go, I have to drive directly beside that place.
You gonna stop in there and get a burger? You gonna get a burger?
No. I want to see the car.
Go ring the siren.
Who did the car maintenance on that? They're probably not even running.
Anyways, Chase Elliott's out front going down the backstretch, and then here he comes, 23-11. Riley Herbst giving the biggest push known to man to Tyler Reddick.
Have you seen the in-car footage from Joe Logano?
Yes.
You don't see anything. Then the 35. I'm like, where's the other car that's pushing him? You just see the 35 that coming by himself.
And then they get to the tri-oval. Reddick goes one way. Herbst is like, I did my job. I'm going to try to go get it myself. And he went up there, got a little too overzealous, I guess, and cleared himself. But hey, he was going for it. Can't fault the man.
No.
Because if it would have worked out and he would have won, nobody even be questioning it.
I honestly kind of wanted Riley Herbst to win. Imagine he would have won. You got to shut all of it down. He made a move. He made a move. Part of me wanted Joe Logano to get the win. Because
really? What about Brad K?
Well, because bald. Little segue, because I think 2026 is the year to bald. Go look at it when you get a chance. Look at the Tennessee Titans entire coaching staff. Every single person is bald. That's all they hire. If you're bald, that's why I think you got to pay attention to Joe Logano this year. He's going to be hanging around because you don't have to win anymore. But the one thing I'll say is when Brad K took a shot at Riley Herbst, listen to what Tyler Reddick said. He said, I wouldn't have got this win if it wasn't for Riley Herbst.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to use Brad's own words, what was it his fault when him and Joe Logano wrecked on the backstretch of the last lap? Whose fault was that?
Yeah.
wait a minute. So he's saying that Riley Herbst, who everyone thinks can't drive, he's only there because of money, and a slightly taller version of what's his name that raced for Tony Stewart, where everyone's talking about the guy that was doing the tire change, and that was him. Who's the shorter guy that races for Tony Stewart in that dirt?
Oh, you're talking about Rico.
Okay, Rico. Everyone thinks that Tyler Reddick is a slightly taller version of Rico. They perfected with you and Joe Logano 4 championships or 3 championships combined? They couldn't do? And you take a shot at that? First of all, Brad, you need to find a way to victory lane before you take shots at people. Last time Brad won, Kevin Harvick won. When's the last time you seen Kevin Harvick win a race? There you go. We can move on.
Fair enough. Tyler Reddick wins. 23-11 wins. All around good day. Good weekend.
And the way the offseason went, that's the perfect team to win. I know. Okay, look, I know front row's involved, but it was all about 23-11.
Yeah.
For them to win a crown jewel like that, it was like it's I don't know, karma, fitting. What did you think of the broadcast? Did you have any complaints minus the? I guess we're used to the commercials, but don't take no Clint Board slander.
I didn't really have any complaints, but I did on the duels and I did on the clash. I guess they were practicing. They tightened it up for the 500.
I think the duel should be earlier. And
like
I think that
earlier in the day,
a little bit like 1, 2-ish.
That's what they used to be. I remember coming home from school and be like, "Dang, they're already racing."
I think the Daytona 500 should not be the first race because honestly, if you look at it, if it's in the middle, if May or June, Daytona 500, pick a race. You can pick any crown jewel besides that to build up to the first race. Imagine the build up to the Daytona 500 in the summer. Everyone's getting ready. They got the cars ready. Just imagine that in the middle of the summer.
Real quick, what would be the first race if you had to do it that way? What would be the first race?
Charlotte. You already go there twice because the second Charlotte is loosely in the playoffs since they don't do the Rover anymore. Would you do a short track, Darlington, and use the Southern 500 at the other part of the year?
Maybe.
Honestly, for the product it puts on, you can, and if you want to keep it plate, make Atlanta the first race of the year.
Whew.
How much did that ticket cost?
I'm likely to get in line for that one.
Down the street, Atlanta, the first race of the year. What do you, in your perspective, as a true Southerner and big fan of NASCAR, how would you view that if NASCAR came out and said we're moving to Daytona 500? For all those people who were like embedded in their roots and it's been this way for a long time, how would you feel?
I wouldn't personally care, to be honest.
Because I mean, the build-up. I mean, we talked about it now. If NASCAR does what other racing entities do, they can almost double what they do. Now, it won't be the Indy 500. Yes, we know what that is. But it can have a similar impact. And then on top of that, what does the Indy 500 do? They have qualifying week, they do practice, then the race. They can do that for the Daytona 500 where we can have speed weeks back in the middle of the summer when all the kids are out of school. Now it's the ones who failed and had to go to summer school, but still.
Yeah. Well, I know we're kind of running long here still. We're just gonna get right into Atlanta.
No, hold on. It's one topic we have to talk. We can spend 2 minutes on it. The Natalie Decker situation.
Oh my god, man. What's there to really talk about there? Yeah, she messed up.
It's the people that are and the NASCAR were calling her out. I mean, like I said,
there's a lot of people calling her out.
And it goes to the Cletus thing. NASCAR has bad development. Regardless if you think a person did see or if they're ready or not. If not Connor Zella, who's your driver? Carson Hocevar. He has a thing where he kind of wrecks people. He has plenty of people he can go and seek knowledge from and help correct him. Who does Natalie Decker have to go to? Even if she's unqualified, what's the development? Like you talked about earlier in the week, now Hailie Deegan. We notice that they're different drivers. Hailie Deegan has found herself in mistakes and she was in the back. Like people clowned her because her crew chief said we're staying out on old tires. You're going to be first when everyone has new tires. What put you in and said, what are you supposed to do, Blake? At Darlington. I
remember we were texting like, this is not going to be
And she was on the high side. I mean, now if you look at her, yes, she could have slowed down, but remember it's in the heat of the moment, but it's so easy to criticize someone, but what is making this. If a person at your job makes a mistake, they should know. How would you handle it? You would make it known that you're not supposed to do this. You're not gonna just bash them. You're not gonna call everyone in. Hey, let's bash this person. And yes, I mean,
And then we're gonna compare. I mean, I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm kind of in the middle on this, but then you're gonna throw shots and compare two females, one that has never made it to the professional level, and talk about how she's got trophies in the what is that track? What's that track they go race every dirt race? What is that? What
Millbridge.
is it? Millbridge? You gonna the trophy they got at the dollar store?
I
Come
mean,
on.
honestly, look, I mean, and then she took a shot at like saying, "Oh, she's the only one that there was a mother that finished highest." No, she. First of all, the way she was attacking her, you know how when women attack each other, it's a little.
Oh, they
It's a
go deep.
they go deep.
They cut deep.
But and honestly, it's a shot at NASCAR because what's the development program for a woman in general? Because automatically you can attest to this. If a woman comes in a sport and we don't know anything, but she looks good and she has a sponsor, she has followers, they gonna think she can't drive. She's just there for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do? But Norm, what's his name? Norm Bennett. Norm Bennett has over 100 starts in the truck series. He was out there this past week. His average finish in 102 truck races is 30th. Natalie Decker in all of her truck races is 24th. So who should be out there? And honestly, she was having a good day. Now she have stopped? Yes, she should have.
And you can even go as far as, because everyone always talks about this, you know, maybe the spotters are supposed to help out there too. Maybe the spotter wasn't paying attention.
Exactly. I mean, I know she was on the high side, but we got to talk about this. When the crashes happen, I don't care how far ahead of it is. You can tell a lot about a driver in a crash. Don't you have to be skilled to outmaneuver the crash and move? Do you think everyone's on the same level with that?
No.
What, what if come to a complete stop right now? Just stop wherever you are and just like hit the wall. It's crazy. It's everyone taking shots because look, the criticism is going way over the analysis of the race. I don't know if you saw what Kenny Wallace said, but people are saying, "Oh, he's woke, he's changed. It's her fault." No, teach her for a moment. When she leaves to the track, who's talking to her? No one. And on top of that, throw a shot at Kyle Larson. He's one of the greatest NASCAR drivers currently. When he wrecks, who does he go talk to? Oh, don't worry, you get him next time, dog. No, because when Logan Sargent went to F1 and he was in the Williams car, that Williams car stuck in your head because it was always last. No matter what was going on, they had a race for kindergartners. It's gonna be last. The fact that he was wrecking, this is across all motorsport. They thought, but because he was finished last and wrecking, all Americans drive like that. Do you think that's true? I mean,
No.
NASCAR said they were a community. You can tell they're not a community because at first they had their drivers and teams driving way out West Coast to come out East Coast at the end of the year. Now they're going back when it's their own homegrown drivers. And if I'm her, why would I want to come back? If I make a mistake, they're going to dog pipe and say I shouldn't be here. Like Cletus made one mistake. Oh, he shouldn't be here. Why would anyone want to come if one mistake? I would view this differently if she wrecked half of the field. But I thought it was ironic. What do I call Sam Mayer? I used to call him Natalie Decker when she wasn't racing him. I laughed when he ran into her car. Hey, but shout out to Natalie Decker for her mom and Winnie. Do I think you're the top 20 driver? No, but hey, I saw her finish fifth at Daytona. Does Kyle Larson have a better finish than that in the Cup car? Yeah, let's move on to Atlanta and give a shout out to old 7-time for getting the job done for me.
Yeah, so you beat me. Jimmy J outran Allgaier.
Can't believe you went against 7-time.
I didn't go against him.
Yes, you did. I chose first.
I didn't go against them. I thought I chose first.
I forgot. All I know is that I won. That's all that matters.
All right. Anyways, we're going to Hot Atlanta. All 3 series are there. I guess you can call it Echo Park, whatever.
I don't call it Echo Park.
Even though I'm wearing the Echo Park hat, it's still Atlanta.
When I
it's
was on
AMS, Atlanta Motor Speedway.
When I was on a game, I was looking for Atlanta. Where's Atlanta? It's not on here. Then I saw Echo Park.
Trucks. I'm gonna mess this up.
Corey Hines going to be in the truck race too, in a 1.
Kyle Busch is gonna be in the truck race too in the 7. Sponsored by HendrickCars.com.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
I know deep down you believe that Kyle Busch, if he's in a 5 car, he'll do just as good as Kyle Larson. I know you're down that hill.
Oh, I'd die on that.
Your uncle would say otherwise. But I guess I go first.
I was gonna say just real quick before we do pick, Stenhouse and John Hunter are also in the truck race again. I saw the lineup.
Who's in the mystery truck for the Ram?
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon. Oh, is it going to be a Chevy with a Ram sponsor on top?
No, I think it's gonna be a Dodge.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. I seen in my own eyes Ty Dillon win a truck race at Atlanta. So
let's see. We got Kyle Busch in the 7, Ty Dillon in the 25, Ricky Stenhouse in the 45 again, John Hunter in the 62 again. Oh, Hocevar's in the race.
Who are you going for? What car number or truck number is he in?
77.
Who's gonna be?
If it's the same truck he had last week, that might be a fast truck.
Which truck is gonna be faster? Because anything they put Hendricks on, I'm sorry, it has to be Kyle Busch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kyle Busch.
Deep down, I know you're gonna go Hocevar. All right.
Looking, no big names stand out for the O'Reilly series. Oh, Ross Chastain's in that. He's driving for Jordan Anderson.
He's gonna be in pencil and I'm going with Sheldon Creed in that race.
Sheldon Creed.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and pencil. As much as I can't stand this guy, I'm going Austin Hill to win that race.
Well, you got Sheldon Creed finishing second, pushing Austin Hill for the win.
I had Sheldon Creed wrecking with 3 to go.
Going for the win. All right, I guess I go first, right?
Yep, you go first. Pick it up. It's you. You're up 1-0 currently on the season.
Dan Suarez.
God dang it, man. That's who I was going to pick.
It was either him or Ty Gillen, because I know Ty Gillen's going to be
okay. Well, that was my second.
And
that was my second pick was Todd Gillen.
Yeah, we're going to battle between these 3: Cindric, Logano, and McDowell.
Okay. Wow. So we were thinking on the same track. Okay, I'm gonna go Todd Gillen.
He's gonna qualify up there. Dark horse. No regrets.
Hey, he was that the race Chase Elliott won. Todd Gillen was up there at the end. He led like the last couple of those laps.
I know I chose Dan Suarez, but I'm gonna say it.
God, dude, I can't believe it.
As soon as the race ended on this past Sunday, I'm gonna choose Dan Suarez. But also, there's another driver. Not saying anything. I believe he can win the race, and I would not be surprised till him becoming different this year. I ain't gonna say the name, but we coming different this year. We are, because look, in that same motor pool, if you will, my champion is in there. I'm telling you, how many wins I say he's gonna get this year? 6 or 7.
All right, whatever. Daniel Suarez versus Todd Gillen, locking it in. Atlanta. You gonna be there? You coming?
It's ironic. I may see some people that may be in there where I'm going.
Can't believe you're bailing out.
Hey, where I'm going to be, and maybe some people that are going to be in that race.
They ain't going all the way up there. They're driving all the way back.
You never know.
Well,
I
fair
really do
enough.
believe you got a fire suit on. I don't believe it's a hoodie
Dude, I can't stop looking at it. It
because
looks
I
like I
feel
got a
like you got
fire
the
suit.
boots on right now.
I don't.
That's crazy.
God dang.
Okay,
I might have to
I can
return
see your wife coming in now. Hurry up. You done? So I can hurry up and take this off. I gotta walk along or more wives.
it.
What is
All
it?
right.
Put the front or
Well,
the back?
no, it's a straight up hoodie. It's got a pocket and everything. It's a hoodie. Look, we got a hood on it.
We don't believe
It's a
that.
hoodie.
Nah, it's a fire suit with a hoodie attached to it. That's
Oh, okay.
I was about to turn this mic off or this camera off when I opened the thing and saw you in a fire suit. He was like, how does he have a headset to match it? This man
All
mentioned
right. Well,
KV one time and all he talked about crossing was, oh, he's gonna be in a race. He's in that truck. And
if
that's
you've
it.
made it this far, like, subscribe, share it. See ya.